Nothing is built on stone. All is built on sand, but we must build as if the sand were stone. I never found beauty in longing for the impossible and never found the possible to be beyond my reach. The life of the enemy. Whoever lives for the sake of combating an enemy has an interest in the enemy staying alive. If you don't learn to laugh at life, it'll surely kill you, that I know. Be a life long or short, its completeness depends on what it was lived for. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. Clocks slay time. Time is dead as long as it is being clicked off by little wheels. Only when the clock stops does time come to life. I would prefer a sword to fight duel, but a pen to plan a war. A trusting heart will follow, only those who truly follow their heart. You will do foolish things, but do them with enthusiasm. Like a running blaze on a plain, like a flash of lightning in the clouds, we live in the flicker. There can be glory in failure and despair in success. There is something incredibly nostalgic and significant about the annual cascade of autumn leaves. Having an eye for beauty isn't the same thing as a weakness, except possibly when it comes to you. It amazed me how quickly a lie loses its power in the face of truth. Fairness does not mean everyone gets the same. Fairness means everyone gets what they need. It is almost impossible to carry the torch of truth through a crowd without singeing somebody's beard. If the moment is everything, then everything is time. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. The desire to reach for the stars is ambitious. The desire to reach hearts is wise. It is not the cards you are dealt in life that matters. It is how you play your hand. Don't be afraid of the shadows. That only means there's a light nearby. I want to show the world how darkness can sometimes be so beautiful. It's as simple as that. Simple and complicated, as most true things are. Because even if the lie is beautiful, the truth is what you face in the end. At the time, my life just seemed too complete, and maybe we have to break everything to make something better out of ourselves. You can't always be right, but you can be wrong a lot less. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. You're where you are right now because of the actions you've taken, or maybe the inaction you've taken. Sacrifice is a part of life. It's supposed to be. It's not something to regret. It's something to aspire to. I do not believe in taking the right decision. I take a decision and make it right. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. Truth is something believed in heart. Fact is anything happened in realities. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Earn nicely, spend wisely, and you will live happily. We crave for new sensations but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her/him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. In order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. To succeed, you must reach for the stars and let your imagination find its own path. Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. You can be anything you want in the world, just don't become a prisoner of hatred. It's only after you've stepped outside your comfort zone that you begin to change, grow, and transform. It's more fun to think of the future than dwell on the past. It takes a while, but all of us will find our path. That day is not far away. You couldn't erase everything that caused you pain with recollection. Every memory was valuable, even the bad ones. The secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his opportunity when it comes. The trick is to enjoy life. Don't wish away your days, waiting for better ones ahead. The universe is not required to be in perfect harmony with human ambition. Making a difference to the welfare of animals doesn't require a massive effort. It requires small actions that can make a significant impact. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Be water, my friend. You must find the place inside yourself where nothing is impossible. Status will get you nowhere. Only an open heart will allow you to float equally between everyone. Be willing to leave the ground behind if you want to fly. They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same. Be happy in the moment. That's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. Almost everything is changeable, improvable, and achievable unless the laws of nature prevent it from happening. The demon that you can swallow gives you its power, and the greater life's pain, the greater life's reply. I have often wished I had time to cultivate modesty, but I am too busy thinking about myself. The body is wiser than its inhabitants. The body is the soul. The body is God's messenger. The sky is the limit. For some people, aim higher. Nothing is impossible. Facts are like cows. If you look them in the face long enough, they generally run away. To be even-minded is the greatest virtue. Wisdom is to speak the truth and act in keeping with its nature. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. The universe doesn't like secrets. It conspires to reveal the truth, to lead you to it. If you tend to a flower, it will bloom, no matter how many weeds surround it. We are the sum of all people we have ever met. You change the tribe, and the tribe changes you. It's better to have a few faithful friends than numerous shallow friendships. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. Committing your goals to paper increases the likelihood of your achieving them by 1,000%. You can't just wish change. You have to live the change in order for it to become a reality. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Humility is nothing but truth, and pride is nothing but lying. Courage is feeling fear, not getting rid of fear. Knowing something is more important than fear and taking action in the face of fear. Opportunity may knock only once, but temptation leans on the doorbell. That is why enemies can be great motivators. They serve as fuel for your fire. Better to shun the bait than struggle in the snare. Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Life consists of what man is thinking about all day. Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go of the time. The right thing to do and the hard thing to do are usually the same. All men who have achieved great things have been great dreamers. For all those that have to fight for the respect that everyone else is given without question. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. Nobody realizes that some people expend tremendous energy merely to be normal. You don't believe things because they make your life better. You believe them because they're true. It is through imagination that we transcend understanding and travel into the world of possibilities. If you reveal your secrets to the wind, you should not blame the wind for revealing them to the trees. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. Make life easier by living in the present and believing in the future. See, as much as you want to hold on to the bitter sore memory that someone has left this world, you are still in it. It is remarkable how long men will believe in the bottomlessness of a pond without taking the trouble to sound it. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. I figured something out. The future is unpredictable. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. To leave, after all, was not the same as being left. A wind that blows aimlessly is no good to anyone. If that's the case, I understand why emotions are hard for you. You've numbed yourself to make room for the grief you carry. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself.